Namaste, my brothers and sisters, and welcome to Namaste Today in the Zodiac Weather. My name is Christopher Witecki. I am the Sensei to Serious Joy, here to help you stand in your heart and walk in the light day by day. This is Thursday, November 6, 2014, and as you can see by my graphic, we have a beautiful full moon in Taurus today. Today is a cosmic day, and the full moon actually apexes during the daylight hours, so today we're going to feel it as we walk and work through our day. And strangely enough, step 14 rules the day, which I coin spiritual constipation. Whenever I have a client who's at step 14, I know right away what this is about. It's an interesting step. It seems to be a step that a lot of us are stuck at. I'm not surprised because of the 4, Aquarius. We are, let's say, numerologically the dumbest at 4. That's where we just don't get it right now. And so step 14 is always the story of a person who, in essence, is seeing things short-sighted, that isn't seeing the big picture of things, that is so focused on one little corner area of their life, they can't see that they actually are Cinderella, or they actually are already amazing, or whatnot. So step 14 is that absent-minded professor step, and it adds to a 5, which is intellect. So it's something the mind is goofing up on. And today, Creator has given us not just step 14, but a full moon to push us over whatever that ignorant, blindfold is we have on. So the blindfold might have come off yesterday. It may not have come off yesterday. The full moon may be what pushes it off in your life. But everyone's going to be seeing clearly and connecting in the next 24 hours. But before we talk about the posture to stand in for that completion and our spiritual constipation, let's first tame our brain, shall we, with the phrase of the day. I resist my resistance and open up my baby fists. I resist my resistance and open up my baby fists. So resistance, I find, always needs something to do. So I always say, resist the resistance, mofo. That's what you can do inside. And resistance is 4, by the way. Uranus and resistance are the same thing. I'm learning that resistance and innovation are the same energy. And so therefore there's this breaking, this lightning, this snapping away that happens. But today, we want to resist our resistance. We want to move up the spiral. We want to get the big picture. We want to see the big picture. So we don't want to resist except to resist. I resist my resistance, and I open up my baby fists. And I give you that image because that's the truth here. When we're resisting, it's the baby in us. It's that little baby hand going, especially when we're constipated. Right? I can see little babies now. And what you want to just do in your visual of your mind is just go, it's okay. Open up those fists. It's okay. Right? And just, in a way, open up your palm to giving and receiving and energetically. And whenever you visualize along with an instruction for your soul, that's the best thing, by the way, because Spirit and the Matrix get visualization more than anything than love. Right? So if you're not sure what you love, visualize, and it will happen as you see it. I resist my resistance and open up my baby fists. And so it is because I said so, I thought so. Today's step 14 rules the day. And the way this works is what we love, 1, plus where we belong truly, that's 4, ends up in thinking differently. So it's a change of mind that we are actually happening. And today, I think rules the day. Mercury is the predominant planet, if you want to think about it that way. We'll talk about that in today's Planet Soup and what that means. But in essence, we're changing our mind. It's our mind, the smartass, that is actually keeping us from seeing. And that's the same smartass that can focus on solving the world's problems, that can say it correctly. So we're so happy for the sharpness of our mind most of the time. But when it's focused on the wrong thing, which is often, we are stuck. We become spiritually constipated. Well, here we have a full moon in Taurus, and I am definitely feeling the moon in Taurus. And this means it is basically the harvest in the sense that Taurus is where we collect and manifest all of our work for the year. And the sun in Scorpio is that we are cutting off things we don't want to plant in anymore. And so this is the energetic line, okay, between yesterday and today, or today and tomorrow, however you draw your line. Everyone draws a line. And the sun in Scorpio is about drawing lines, right? Or drawing circles or zeros, dropping zeros, as I like to say. So not only are we dropping zeros, but we are manifesting at the same time. Thus is the power of step 10. So let's look at today's chakras. Looking at today's chakras, I belong, that 4 in the 14, is a crown chakra. So the crown knows where we belong, and this is why we have to quiet the rest of ourselves so we can be attuned to where we belong. In fact, this is the part of us that might be seeing and our mind may not be listening. Now, we're today in a full moon step 10, so that means that whatever we come up with is going to kind of instant mashed potato manifest. And manifestation means that the seed gets a little sprout, by the way. People think manifestation is winning the lotto. No, it's the lotto ticket or whatever, right? The first step. So you will see the first step instantly manifest. And of course, we're all talking about a quantum step 5 here. The Joy Quest intention is to change our mind and the way we think. If you don't know, thinking and feeling come from the 3rd chakra. And so you definitely want to take, one way to help yourself today is to quiet your feelings so your thoughts are free to think without consequence, right? And they operate right there next to each other. So when you have a thought your feelings don't like, you get right there. People say, I don't like my gut feeling. It's because they're coming together right there. So when you have to come to a new way of thinking, one of the little secret sensei steps here is to focus on calming your emotions. So if your mind comes up with the idea of murder or something, you don't freak out. You can just allow yourself to process it and go, oh, maybe we could murder them. Let's look at Planet Soup and see what God has cooking up in the stars today. The sun, like I said, is at step 14. And if you are born 14th step of any sign, you were born spiritually constipated, holding and looking at some sort of focus, not seeing the forest for the trees. But today the universe, like I said, God is going to push us over that. We have what we call a full moon, which is a tug of war between the sun and the moon, and of course Earth is in the center. What this comes down to in your life is your heart is the sun and your emotions are the moon. And what happens is that your emotions get really gorilla and ego-based for the opposite direction of the sun. What this does is like pull us out of our shift, right? For 1 second. And we either see or we don't see. We go back in. This is the most Creator really interferes with free will, is to force you up above the trees to see for a second. And it'll be your emotions that take you there. This is another reason why you want to ground your emotions today. Now, adding fuel to the fire, Mars is on top of Pluto, and that means we are ready to change to the point of death. This is the energy that probably got the polls to shift to a conservative base in the United States Congress, but this energy really is about taking control of our destiny, and so everyone has this power underneath the seams to take control of our destiny. Now at the top, what we're willing to tolerate, look at that 4. Saturn's at step 24. That means that we feel there's something above this glass ceiling of emotion and potential in our life, but we can't see past it. We can't see past it because of the 4, I think, and in this case today because of our thoughts, Mercury. But Mercury says, hey, move forward. Remember yesterday's decision with Mercury and Libra? Watch yesterday's show if you didn't find out what that was. But today your mind is putting into action, officially into action, which means we're in play here. We'll see what happens when it comes to the Libra issue and how we connect. And this is the power right here. The party is on. Now, I actually changed that music sound effect, and it went back to thunder, so I'm going to guess it's a sign for me because my moon is at 21 degrees Leo. So today, Jupiter is conjuncting my moon. And if you want to know what it feels like to be me, today is kind of what it feels like to be me. There's a lot of Taurus energy, and there's a lot of Jupiter and Leo energy. But step 21 Leo means that, isn't it funny, on the full moon, it wasn't step 21 yesterday, folks, it was step 20. Today it's step 21, the day that we have the full moon, the day that God pushes us over the ledge. Creator opens up the floodgates for the next chapter of loving, the next chapter of expanding our love. And in the zodiac weather, I'll talk about where that chapter is now for you. But let's first focus on the full moon, shall we? And our Sensei sunrise. By the way, if you don't take a time to meditate in your day, Sensei sunrise is a great way. That's why I take this moment. So if you want to just join me in this moment, you can kind of spiritually align with what you're doing. So step 14 rules the day. This is what we love, 1 always, and what we trust, 10 underneath that, right? Let's just go to this. And so I have to stress, especially in a full moon day, if you walk out the door and you're not in a state of 10, then you are just setting yourself up for crap, right? So if you run out the door in a state of 3, spaced out in your beliefs, or if you run out of the door in a state of I feel 2, you're just feeling everything, right? Like you're not at the 10. The 10 is I love, I trust, I'm grounded. Boom, which is Taurus, by the way, which is Earth. If you want to know what Earth's number is, Earth is a 10. So we live on Earth, we live on a 10 energetically. So walk out the door with the 10, do whatever it takes to get yourself to 10. 11 is preferable, right? Because that's serious joy, but we can't always get to 11. 11's tough. And then what you do is the 4 energy, as you probably know from me, the best way to manifest 4 is to get into your heart, actually. All right? To get into your heart. Because the 4 works off the heart. It is where you belong is where your heart is attracted to. That's the truth. So if we stay in a state of love or joy, which is always the default thing to do inside, you will be quickly see around your own stupidity, and it will be more fun. That's the other thing. Whenever you get in your heart and you see you've been stupid, it's a lot more fun. And of course, this adds up to a 5. And at step 14, the interesting thing about 5 is that it is connection. So step 5, we connect to ourselves. Step 14, we have the connection to the outer world. This is going to end up in a connection. And so what happens is that when you get around yourself and where you were being spiritually constipated and holding on to a limited idea, when your mind stops looking at this, then you will see something else, and what almost immediately happens is a connection, like, oh, the person across the room sees you at the same time. Oh. And that's always how it works. It's so cool. God, and you're just like, oh my God. The timing of the consciousness is impeccably amazing. So today it's really twofold, my friend. On the one hand, we're trying to get our spiritual constipation to flow, and that is by getting out of our own way, by not focusing on the wrong thing, but focusing instead on what our heart really feels we belong, and opening up to our true connections. But then the full moon in Taurus also means we're going to take a dump of that spiritual connection. We're going to constipation. We're going to let it go. We're going to let it flow. The full moon means it needs to flow. And we come back after the break. I'm going to talk about how to let it flow. All right? After this, my friend.
Are you wondering why you can't get her attention? Tired of dating your mother? Have you ever wondered why you're always cheating? How come girls always call you their friend? How do you get her to say yes? Introducing Secrets of Birthday, the Love and Lust Report. You send us your date of birth. We cut together a special video all around you. You'll see the patterns in your love life right away. So if you're interested in knowing all the little sexy secrets about you, come on down to secretsofbirthdays.com.
And here we are in the Somar Trading Post. The Secrets of Birthdays Love and Lust Report is just $19.95. And what I do is I pull your birth information, edit together a video, and email it out 24 hours from your delivery date. Come on down to secretsofbirthdays.com for a little video that explains how I do my magic. And join our email list. We have all sorts of exciting, fun stuff that comes out, and I'm actually moving the list to a new provider. So join our email list now. You'll get a cool video that I just sent out about my readings and my trends. And you saw that cute Secrets of Birthdays video just now, right? That commercial. Well, I am now opening up my airwaves to other people's lightworker services. If you're interested in advertising your product or service, it has to be in the light. It has to be a good thing for humankind. Otherwise, I ain't interested. But you can email us at help@soulmore.me. Have Mary forward on to me. And if you've ever wanted a one-on-one with me, or if you want to know if our vibrations click, hey, a reading is the best way to do it. If you buy a 1-hour reading right now, you will get a free 30-minute follow-up that's good through January 31st, 2015. And this is the time, my friend, really to dive into where your soul's history is and where it's going. Because once Saturn hits Sagittarius on Christmas Eve, I believe you'll all be off to a new adventure. We talk about that and everyone. So this is all about releasing in this full moon the old story and stepping into the new story. And if you're not quite clear on what that is, come on down to soulmore.me. I'll help you find clarity. Now that brings us to today's gong. So this gong hit is here to have it keep resonating and resonating and resonating today through your life, and it really is applicable to the full moon. Just rinse and repeat. With the full moon in Taurus, and any full moon, but in this particular full moon, because it's opposing the sun in Scorpio, we're all carrying a ton of emotional baggage. It turns into weight in our body, it turns into pain and all sorts of stuff in our life. And really, you want to just rinse and repeat. When an emotion comes up today, like a Pez dispenser, you just rinse it off and repeat. Rinse it off goes, I'm not letting it, I'm just going to wash my hands. It's the image of the baby letting go. I'm letting go, I don't care. I'm just going to let it go. Who cares? All right? And repeat that rinse. Say it again. Who cares? That's the repeat. It usually takes at least 2 or 3 rinses for me to get it off. And I'm a Taurus, actually, so it takes like 26 rinses. I'm a very clean boy. I'm in the shower all the time. And realize, too, you're going to need a lot of clean, fresh water, non-tap water, clean, fresh water, because in this full moon and with the sun in Scorpio and all the positions of the planets, I believe we are doing some major, even past life rinsing, which I have done, and it has put me in the hospital before. So don't resist that. Let it go, let it flow, rinse and repeat. And what will come out is a new star inside of you. But before you go pulling out your stars, let's take a look at the moons of each of our brothers and sisters and where they're about to pull out their star. Jupiter 21 degrees, my moon sign. How's today feel, by the way? Next 10 days are going to feel like Chris Witecki's heart, 21 degrees, Leo. And I'm about to feel the next stage of it, so you guys tell me what it looks like. But let's first start with the birthday Scorpios. Sunny and sentimental today in this full moon. Career and legacy is what's about to open. So let go of the old stuff, step into the new you, watch it happen, Scorpio. Step 1, the Leos. I'll turn off those sound effects. Sunny and professional today in this full moon. There's a whole new dynamic you opening up, and it has not opened up like this since 2002. Step 2's the Cancers. Sunny and social. You're opening up new finances and a new way of being valued on Earth, or the way you should have all the time. Step 3, the Sagittarius says, Sunny, hyper aware of their reality. You're opening up to new dreams and or love. True love may be coming in your life, if not already. Step 4 is the Aquarius says, Sunny, nesting and resting. You have new partnerships and the benefits of those partnerships about to open up. So release all your baggage, Aqua. You deny baggage more than anyone. You are the step 4. Step 5, sunny and private for the Geminis, but you're opening up to new ideas and new attitudes, and when you think different, you know it's all different. Step 6, the Librans, sunny, private today in this full moon, but new social opportunities are now opening up with Jupiter at 21 for you. New roles in society. Step 7, the Pisces, sunny and pensive, and you have a new daily lifestyle, or a new health, a new way of living in your body opening up too. Might be moving into performance as well. Step 8, sunny and childlike here today for the Capricorn. This is a full moon in their inner child. And this is allowing you to open up to new trust and new transformation. So when Crickety Capricorn starts to change, I don't know, the whole world changes. Step 9, Aries, sunny and valuable. You're opening up to new love and new creativity. So you may literally fall in love yourselves. Step 10 is the Tauruses, sunny and super cool with the moon in their sign. You're opening up to new emotional foundation. So boring, says the Taurus with the sun in the 10th. But it's true. I do feel pretty grounded. It's nice. Moo, 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 moo. Step 11's the Virgos, sunny and pensive today. I know they're out there thinking. But you're opening up to new spiritual faith. And you know, when a Virgo who is so rock solid in reality opens up to new spiritual faith, when you're willing to be open to the non-physical, well, then anything physical is possible. So in our Lightworker Parade, today on SG, following this video to help you with your pursuit into the light, Venus Prime Health, we are doing Doomsday Snacks, and today we are repeating potato chips. Be sure to watch and eat your potato chips. Circle of Wisdom was a fabulous show yesterday where Master One Feather and I discussed the full moon in Taurus. So if you want a long kind of radio discussion while you're doing dishes or something, this is a great show. Him and I really get deep. I'm really appreciating it. Modern Mommies had a fabulous show yesterday as well, where they were talking about breastfeeding in public. Dare I say it, it's true. And in Astro 101, I help you with Chiron in transit, so watch this one. It really will help you with your personal integrity. If you're watching on YouTube, please be kind and do subscribe. We appreciate that. It helps us. And on Facebook, you can be our friend by navigating to soulgarden.me and like us. And of course, if you join our email list at soulmart.me, you'll get all sorts of goodies in your email box in the mornings. And the best thing you can always do is to share us. We appreciate it. I appreciate it. Thank you so much for sharing us with your friends and family. It is the way it truly works with the light. So today's Soul Nirvana song is a cool one. I actually chose it for myself. It is Moby's South Side. And the reason why I chose this is because this is a fun vibration video. This is a fun vibration song that just brings me my inner child. So I thought I would share one of the songs that's in my A-list on my iPhone. Moby, by the way, a.k.a. Richard Melville Hall, is born September 11th. He is a step 18 Virgo. And boy, when you listen to his music, it's just clean. It's just clean, Virgo, clean. And then there's that 18-degree bounciness. And I'm a step 18 Taurus, so I think that's one of the reasons why I love Moby. Y'all have a great full moon. I'll see you in 24 hours with your Friday special. Until then, I love you and live, love, be.
This is just so ironic.